So we'll start off with the Dave East. What did you think of that Dave East with the Hoffa?
Yeah, so initially with Hoffa, man, I got a love hate relationship with Davies. When he first came out, liked him a lot, like how he was rapping, and then he had a few murky moments where he was up and down, up and down, up and down. I like a few songs here and there, but this one was more the same as far as it was like a letdown for me initially. But this is why you gotta sit with music and not just write it off the first week. Because initially I wasn't feeling it, but it's probably whatever else I was listening to, you know what I'm saying? But as I got deeper into the album, and I'm probably saying track 3, track 4 on the album. I don't recall the exact number or what song, but it started to, yeah, East was doing his thing in terms of just flowing, and Harry Fraud had a lot to do with that. Harry Fraud had a lot to do with why I stuck around. So I rock with the album a lot, man. I know you felt like it was very good as far
Yeah,
as the
it
production
was
and the
very
rapping.
good, man. Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5, and I was saying the same thing about that Harry Fraud, and I just think he got a formula for finding these rappers who don't necessarily fit into that industry mold, even though there was put up on that pedestal initially saying like, hey, this is the next person coming up, but maybe they're not that club person. Maybe they don't have all those little hits to make that super successful type album, but it shouldn't take away from any of their skills and stuff that they have. And I think if you honed in and find the character of that person, and I think that's what I was saying, like, and that's what Harry Fraud seems to do well. It's just like, hey, you're a dope MC, so I'm gonna give you where I think you excel at and give you a chance to shine even more, and that will bring you on to the masses instead of hitting the industry formula of just, hey, you gotta have club song, gotta have woman song, gotta have, you know what I mean, like each one of these little pockets. You gotta have hype song. Let's go get. You gotta touch down south too. Let's go get Young Thug and throw Young Thug on the song with you. You know what I mean? Stuff like this. Like, nah, just be you. Do own the space that you in. Let's get you real comfortable right in this space before we try to even dance in any other pockets. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure. I know exactly what you mean. And like I said, man, we'll get into the Hit Boy and the Alchemist produced albums a little bit later. But like you said, man, Dave East to me seemed like he was trying to do that for a long time, where he was trying to chase that certain record instead of having a record. Like when you talk about this project and his discography, it'll always be easily recognizable. You'll easily be like, oh, I like this song, this song, this song off of this project because of how strong the project is overall. There's no club songs on here. There's no hype songs. It's just dope music throughout. And I think at this point in time, a lot of artists, even, you want more established artists to do this too. Like, I mean, we just had the verses, right? Locks versus Dipset. Jada Kiss is a prime example to where, in my opinion, Jada has classic
He's
verses, but doesn't have a classic album. That's my opinion. That may be public opinion. I don't know. But in my opinion, that's how I feel. He has very solid albums. He doesn't have a whack album. He probably has a lot of 4 mics,
I get
3.5s. That's really good. But those projects, you remember, Kiss the Game Goodbye. You can name several songs off there that were fire. Not Kiss of Death, even back to the most current one, Ignatius. Like,
Ignatius, yeah.
top 5. Like you can name songs off of there to where when you go back to it, you be like, this is a solid body of work. And I think that's what will happen with Dave East as he continues to do these type of projects with one producer, one sound. Because I mean, for me, that's my preference anyway.
Yeah. Are you saying Jada Kiss is overdue for something like this too? And who would you like to see him teamed up with if that was the case?
Damn, that's a good question, man. I would like him to go back to some of the guys in our era, some of my favorite producers. I don't know how well he would mesh with definitely it wouldn't be Kanye West, because I wouldn't want Kanye to mess that up as far as just what he did to Nas, I can't forgive him for that. So I probably would say like Just Blaze, if we could find Just Blaze and get him out the dungeon. Bink, he's from Virginia. He did a lot of stuff for state property and Rockefeller back in the day. So I would probably pit him with them. I wouldn't want the Alchemist stuff or whatever. Although
I think you hit it right on.
You know what I mean?
Probably be the best one. That's what I was thinking of.
Right, because he would give him those big songs that Jada tends to chase because he's more of a mainstream artist with his albums, and his albums sound big. They don't sound gritty and none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I would think Bink would work because he can give him the good industry sound that Jada tends to do, but not necessarily not give him that street shit that we love Jada for. So I think he would give us a good balanced album if he did something with Bink. So I would pick Bink.